Another big one I see is shoulder injuries. So I see a lot of people. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to diss CrossFit too much because I think they've done some incredible things. And especially when it comes to group exercise, nobody's done it better than CrossFit, motivating people with that community. But I have seen a lot of patients coming back with problems, specifically with all the overhead work.
Yeah.
And we categorize shoulder shapes in three different ways. There's the top, the roof of the shoulder. Um, the Chromian process can either be sort of slightly curved down like this, it can be hooked down, or it can be flat like this. And depending on that shape, these people with that type of acromion, they will not impinge their rotator cuff tendons.
Right.
So they don't develop rotator cuff tendon tears with overhead work. These people curve down, they do it for a few weeks and they start getting rotator cuff tendinopathies because they're impinging those tendons with all the overhead work.
Right.
These people, their shoulder can be perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. They do one set of military press and they're getting shoulder pain.
Right.
But there's very little appreciation in some of these exercise circles for those variations.
Right.
And a lot of the time, those results are blamed on the patient. So the patient is told, well, it's because, you only come once a week. If you came 3 times a week, you'd have the scapular stability and you wouldn't have this problem, and you need to stretch more and things like that. And I think in some of these areas, we don't do a good enough job of appreciating the variation between humans.